Hello and welcome to another edition, the first edition this year in 2022 of On Air. Today I am here with Jordyn Hester, who is a member of the Menchville Girls State Championship Basketball Team. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing good, doing good. So first of all, how long have you been playing basketball?
I started playing basketball in third grade. I started playing AAU basketball with the Black Widows organization. And at the same time, I was also doing a little bit of softball here and there, seeing which one I felt out the most. And at the time, I really fell in love with the game of basketball. And that's what I was playing up until sixth grade. That was my main sport until I stopped playing AAU basketball. Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned you played basketball and softball, and I know we'll talk about the transition in a little bit, but what was it about basketball at that particular time that you said this is the sport for me?
Mainly, my dad used to play basketball, so me and him used to watch basketball together all the time, and just seeing players on the court, players like Carmelo Anthony, that I really idolized him growing up, and I wanted to be just like him on the court when I was playing, so that's probably really got me into basketball. Yeah.
Okay. What was your main role on Menchville's basketball team?
My main role was to, be the hype man on the bench. When stuff isn't going well, I have to stay up, stay positive, because the game isn't over yet. We still have plenty of time to, come back and win, and just be a good teammate to my other teammates, making sure they're in the right headspace, and stuff like that. Yeah.
So basically to encourage,
Yeah.
Teammates.
Yes.
So when we looked at this team and they won a championship, we know it's a lot going into winning a state championship. What obstacles did you all have to overcome in order to get to the championship game?
I really think they were just obstacles in ourselves, not being complacent, staying humble, and not getting down on ourselves when, we do lose, because it happens, but it's not how you lose, it's how you bounce back from that. And also when we do win big, we have to remember that there's still plenty of better teams out there that we have to stay ready for. So I think that's what really was our biggest obstacle throughout the season.
Okay. So when you talk about those obstacles and it got you to the championship game, how do you think those obstacles prepared you for when you all actually got to the championship game and you start winning the playoffs and then you got to the actual game? How do you think those obstacles prepared you all to win the championship?
I think it prepared us really well. Like, for example, in the first round of the state playoffs, we played Kempsville. We beat them by 40, but we knew that there were better teams out there that we had to prepare for to get to that next game and to even the state game. So just not staying complacent and knowing that there's always a chance to get better was what we really taught ourselves throughout the season. That's what we really focused on to get to that state championship.
Okay. So we'll have more here talking about Menchville's State Girls Championship team with one of the members here, Jordyn Hester. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. Hello and welcome back to On Air. I'm back here with Jordyn Hester. She is a member of the Menchville Girls State Basketball Championship team. I am Carl Daniels, your host. So what was it like to be a part of that state championship basketball game?
Oh man, it was great. We were just more than a team, we were a family, so that made it even more fun to play with them. And the celebrations just after the state championship game was something that I'll never forget. It was a great memory. I never thought I would be a state champ, so to do that my senior year, that was awesome.
So you mentioned family. You all were a family. How long have you all played together? Is it going back to elementary school, middle school?
Yeah, one of my teammates actually we played AU together since 3rd grade, so I knew her for a long time. And we all just also played on that in 2018, 2019, that Menchville JV team. We were all on the same team, and we actually went undefeated that season. We didn't lose a game, and we were prepared for the state championship from then on. So I think that was a really great way to build that chemistry and to have that going into this basketball season.
Okay. What will the team need to do to win another state championship?
I think they'll just have to do the same thing we did this year. It's not don't stay complacent, and just continue to get better, because there's always a chance to get better, and teams out there are even getting better. So we have to get better as a team, and I know Amari, Ati, them, and Mumsy, they will come back to be even better players than they were this year, and we'll have some new Talia Woodbury. She's also a great part of that team, and she'll be a junior next year, so she'll have a bigger role that year, and I think I definitely have high hopes that they go back to back.
Okay. So now that you all have won the state championship, how important was winning the state championship for your school?
I think it was huge, to have even 2 basketball teams, our boys basketball team in the state tournament, and to have one of them even go to state and win it, that's awesome. I think that put our school on the map, because it was our first state championship since our baseball team in 2009. So I think everybody was just so happy to see us win. Somebody from our area to make it as far as state, and to even have Amari Smith as our state player of the year. So I just think that it was great for the community and great for the Menchville family.
So now that we've talked about the state championship and the importance of winning it, now let's talk about yourself. You mentioned earlier that you play softball and you play basketball. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, are there any other sports besides those 2 that you play?
I also play volleyball, and I also threw a little discus back my freshman year. But mainly softball has been my love since around 7th grade is when I started to get better and started to really enjoy it. I really got inspired by my sister to start playing again, because I saw how well she was doing on the field, and I wanted to be just like her. So softball has really been my love since I could remember, and I actually started playing softball earlier than I started playing basketball. So it was just something that I've always had a love for, and I don't want to stop playing anytime soon.
Okay. So earlier you were talking about how you start off loving basketball a little bit more than you love softball. So what was it that made you make that shift or make that change where, I still like basketball, I still love the game, but I like softball a little bit more?
To be honest with you, I was just better at softball than I was basketball at the time. And so as I can improve with softball, I was like, I could take this pretty far. And the relationships I've made with softball as well have also kept me with the sport. And it's just something that I can't picture myself living without playing softball. So I think that's what really made me have love for the game.
Okay. And then after high school, because of course you're a senior, you're getting ready to graduate, what are some of your plans, or what are you thinking about doing after high school?
Yeah, so I will be attending Richard Bland College of William & Mary in the fall. I'll be there for 2 years, and if I have a coach that's interested in me to come play for them, I would definitely take a look into that. But if that doesn't end up happening, then I have backup plans. I would like to attend ODU or George Mason. Those are just a couple of schools that I really do enjoy, and hopefully I do get that interest from a coach and I do go play another 2 years at a 4-year school. So yeah, that's what I have planned after high school. Yeah.
Okay. And so when you talk about, trying to play in college softball, if you didn't play in college, would you go out, like some people I know now, even way up in age, still play like for club teams, or they'll go out with like a bunch of friends and go play softball and baseball and stuff like that. Is that something that you're going to continue to do just because you love the game that much?
Yeah, for sure. My sister actually plays for a 23U travel team, is where girls that are, may not be playing college, or they do play in college where they can play during the summer, to keep up their skills. So that's something that I would look into if I couldn't play in college anymore, for sure.
Okay. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds real good. So we would like to thank Jordyn for coming out and joining us for On Air right here in our telecom studios today to talk about the Menchville Girls State Basketball Championship team, which she's a member of, and her interest, of course, in softball and also basketball. As always, you can check out this episode of On Air on our YouTube channel at NNPS Telecom. That is NNPS Telecom. While you're there, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to become a subscriber to our channel. I am Carl Daniels Jr. saying see you the next time. And as always, we are officially ending this episode and going off the air.